I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
14, 36, 36. No.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I'm feeling like Rev. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm not a rebel. Because I was a blessed with no respect. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and come with a check. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check right 47. Check right 47. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing is Wilson. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27.
33, Dalvin
Well,
Cook.
from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen fighting through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let's go. We got this.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
36. Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch 36 to Mike.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6.
Mike, 36. 12.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Hyde, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. First and goal from the 6. They'll run high. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Oh, boy, hang on here. Tight end Greg Olsen appears to be banged up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Away and incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Vikings 0.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp.
Cousins.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Pickup on the play. And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hyde. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 50. Check 50.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 11 now. Now Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
On the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
The 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down throw for Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game. I
would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Taken down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Complete.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate, Stephon Diggs, to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins now. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Touch 50. Touch 50. Move 15. 10.
Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Watch the pass. Switch.
Here's Hyde. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected nothing back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To the air again, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on 1st down. Hyde. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check 37. Check 37. Look for signals.
A 10th carry for Hyde. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Here we go.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Don't say nothing. 4 times. 1 time. 7's the mic. Danny.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Hyde. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They run it again with Hyde. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, They're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Minnesota.
Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
8 yards.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Seahawks 9, Vikings 8.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3.